On May 7, 2026, the world's most critical economic chokepoint became a combat zone. Iranian Revolutionary Guard forces swarmed US-guided missile destroyers crossing the strait. The geography creates a lethal bottleneck. The Strait of Hormuz is just 21 miles wide. 20 million barrels of oil and 20% of the world's liquefied natural gas pass through every day. When blocked, global energy is effectively trapped. In this 21-mile gap, tactical control of the water translates directly into leverage over the global economy. The crisis began in February 2026. Following a collapse in nuclear negotiations, the US and Israel launched Operation Epic Fury, a campaign of airstrikes that resulted in the assassination of Iran's supreme leader, Ali Khamenei. Iran's new regime, led by Mojtaba Khamenei, retaliated by weaponizing the strait. They seeded the shipping lanes with sea mines and used ballistic missiles to enforce a total blockade. The effect was immediate. Over 150 oil tankers dropped anchor rather than risk the minefields, while global shipping giants suspended all operations in the region. Tehran's strategy relied on economic pain. As energy prices spiked, the regime expected the US to capitulate and withdraw its forces to prevent a total global market collapse. This wasn't a minor regional dispute. Analysts described the closure as the largest disruption to the global energy supply since the 1970s oil crises. The White House responded by launching Project Freedom, a massive naval and aerial surge involving 15,000 service members and 100 aircraft intended to break the blockade. Iran defended the strait using swarms of IRGC fast boats. These small, maneuverable craft are designed to harass and overwhelm massive, slow-moving commercial tankers. The US neutralized the threat of these swarms from the air. AH-64 Apaches and A-10 Warthogs began systematically hunting the fast boats, using precision munitions to clear the surface. To address the mines beneath the surface, the Navy deployed GARC drone boats. These autonomous vessels can navigate for hundreds of hours, carving out a safe corridor for tankers without risking human crews. By deploying a fully autonomous technological shield, the US bypassed Iran's primary method of area denial. Arleigh Burke-class destroyers now act as physical escorts, placing themselves between merchant ships and the Iranian coast. On board, Aegis combat systems track shore-based missile batteries, intercepting incoming projectiles before they can reach the commercial fleet. The operation also moved inland. Long-range B-1B bombers began a campaign to dismantle coastal radar sites and underground depots that sustained the Iranian missile threat. This strategy combines defensive shielding for tankers with the methodical destruction of Iran's ability to project power from its own coastline. Following the collapse of peace talks in Islamabad, the White House initiated the out-blockade doctrine. Under this doctrine, the US Navy has seized control of the strait's entrances. It is now actively choking off 70% of Iran's oil exports, while allowing allied tankers to pass through a secured corridor. A fragile Pakistan-brokered ceasefire remains in effect, but the situation is tense. US forces have already fired upon Iranian tankers attempting to run the blockade, enforcing a total maritime lockdown on the regime's ports. By attempting to close the strait, Iran invited a unilateral American response that has stripped the regime of its most significant strategic advantage. For now, the US has used technological and naval weight to dictate exactly who can